Market is open. Executed. Executed.
What am I doing? All right. Hey guys. Oh, where's the? Yeah. Hey guys. Today we have a play on PSTV. It's a bounce short. Potential bounce short, courtesy of Steven. Outside of that, the other things are kind of long base, where GMPX might be hitting its second green day. Still don't know. It has a decent amount of volume, like 8 million. I'm gonna put up a tab for that. GMPX. Outside of that, PSTV, trying to aim for a bounce short. This is what it looks like. The resistance I'm trying to use is this 50 million resistance at the 195 to $3 area, or not $3, 230 area. It's already up 80%. And so I was actually supposed to go in at that like 216. Right now I want to see how it actually tests this area first and see if it does something like a little closer to like 210. What I was about to do. Forgot what I was about to do. Main thing is I'm a little hesitant to short this, which is, always good because it's below $3. Oh, there you go. PSTV IMX and GNPX. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah, it should be. GNPX, IMX, and PSTV. Yeah. So, I'm gonna say this. There's really nothing like ideal to short today. When it comes to buy, how do I say this? I think, is that going to be a gap fill? Yeah, I think GNPX is going to find some support around like 260, 270 area, and gap through there's not really resistance up here, but it's kind of like an aftermarket resistance, which it's kind of a resistance, like an individual resistance on GMPX. Outside of that, IMX, this has over 120, I think about 120 resistance, and it's like $8 range. Where'd you go? So this went 140 on the day. And so that's everything from the, start of the pre-market to the end of the aftermarket. But if you just take off this section around like $7 to the 760, and then try to get the average around like 780, $8. You have over 100 million resistance like in that area, and to be able to like break that, you need to have either a slow grind that gets the bag holder stuck in that area, or some other kind of catalyst to break that. But it's a solid amount of resistance. The reason I don't short it, or like I'm not confident the shorted, is because it only went down to like 5.5, and then already, how do I say it? Like pretty much it didn't have enough extension. Like it's only up right now 26%, and then when it was at its high in the let me just double check. Yeah, it didn't fall enough for us to feel like this is going to be a minimum bounce short, pretty much, to where it would have still had to pull probably another like 30-40 cents before like I would have comfortably went in a very small amount if it did this double top area. So it's still worth a short, but it's not worth a track. And there's enough resistance up there to the point that the chances of it actually getting there are like pretty low. The estimate already puts us, like the pre-market estimate is like 17-18 million, and that puts us at a kind of crowded volume, and that's good if we're trying to like break out from this $8 area. But other than that, the amount of like risk reward in this kind of play is likely to like fail early in the morning, and then probably like test a little bit later in the day, closer to like 1 o'clock area, and that's where you see like the real test. And if it shoots up from like wherever it finds support, like preferably like 650 area, then goes back up to into that area like pretty quickly, then it will fail. Like that's pretty much the fork on the road at that point. Either breaks out like late day, or it gradually fades back down to like $6, $7 area, because there's just so much resistance at the $8 area. So that's why I didn't even borrow this one. PSTV. Now this one, this is one of those, how do I say it? Like I want to go in, but at the same time, like it's still below like $2-3, and so I can't like confidently go in, but it makes sense. The main reason I borrowed is probably just because I saw like Steven said this, and I'm like, man, why do you have to say that? Because now I'm just like, even if I don't go in, I wanna at least like imagine going in, and I couldn't do that without borrowing like a minimum amount that I would actually try to trade. Is it 2,000 times 2.10? It says, yeah. So I was planning to go in 4,000 at 210, and it went up to 216. So can't be mad. When it comes to this kind of low flowed therapeutic stock, it's a bounce short, and so we can aim for that 25-30%, not panic. No, it's kind of a panic. Yeah, 30% panic after a push, which it did do, but I obviously wasn't ready. but that's okay. I spent times. I spent $26 on borrows. And I'd rather take that than like, a potential squeeze and lose like an extra couple hundred. So that's a misplay, but it's a good misplay because it's a low price stock. And so, to the people with small accounts, this is actually one of the ways you grow your account. You can try your chances with these kind of plays, but you want to make sure you do like small size. Speaking of that, like small sizes and stuff, I almost messed up this morning on like I woke up at 5 and I saw ENTX. And ENTX, wait, first let me go to the year. So pretty much ENTX, we have some history, like me and ENTX. Like back here in March, I that was one of the first like big losses I had. And like, I came in at like 270, 250 area. Got squeezed up to like 270, took a loss. And then I tried again at 310, then got squeezed up to like 360, 370 area, took a loss. It goes into the 4. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to be a little patient. It comes back, goes into like the $4 area. And then at that point, I just like lost all confidence, let it go. And then like I'm making all these imaginary shorts in my head. By the end of the day, it gets up to like 7.8. And then I'm like, wow, I see the back end happening, but I have like no confidence to actually short it. Wake up next day, it's $9. And so me and ENTX, I'm pretty like married to this, or revenge trading or something. As soon as I saw this ticker come up on my screen, it was like instant. How do I say it? Like, oh, I'm about to win. I'm about to get this thing back. Almost did the same thing this day, but I think I had something to do. But I was about to say, this morning, I saw that you know how we like to do it. There's big downtrend, and then it finds some type of support. And, I woke up to this 3 to 5. And let's see. The reason I didn't go in when I saw that 3 to 5 was because it was only at like 150 to like 300K. And I'm just like, there's not enough like liquidity there, plus pre-market, for me to like actually do something with that. And as I'm thinking about that, I gotta get a little more detail in this. As I'm thinking about that, this is around like this area, I'm just like, man, I can go in there. I could short because I know these people are gonna leave. I was like, man, I could buy. Like, Jose found some type of support. I don't know which way to go. And like as I'm thinking that, I just like take a step back, and I'm like, what the hell am I trying to trade? What's the pattern? What's the this? And like as I'm thinking that, like you see this big candle, it goes from was that like $4 to $5.50? Like as I'm like about to like press the buy button, I just see it drop like 20 cents, and I'm like, huh? Then I see it drop another 20 cents. I'm like, huh? Then it drops like $1 and something. I'm like, I got really close to like messing up, like real bad. And then it just kept gradually fading, and I'm like, the whole time as it's falling, I'm just like, this just means I can get a better position, like all toxic. And then I took a shower, came out, and I'm just like, what the hell was I thinking? End of story. And now you can see it's at like $3. And so imagine if I bought it at the top, or if I bought it like, at 4, I'd be pissed. I wouldn't took that much like money on it. But in my head, the way I was justifying this was, it closed at like the 320 area. It's a ticker I traded before, so I kind of knew it's like price action and like craziness. When it went to like 20 to like 50%, I'm just like, oh, this could be the pre-market breakout. But I'm like, it's too far from like 6 o'clock. By the time it gets to the place I actually want to be looking for this kind of range, it's going to be too late. And so like I'm super conflicted, and I'm just about to make an impulsive trade, and I'm glad it didn't. So that's how you learn lessons from stuff that you don't trade right there. Now with this PSTV, it already traded 50 million shares. Wow. So that 20 to like 30% that we were aiming for, if we didn't get it at the open and get that, like the chances of this being like usable are kind of gone now. Like safely gone. What was I about to say? So the two, pretty much what I'm trying to say is the resistance was only 50 million. How do I? Oh yeah. Yeah, the resistance was only 50 million between 1.95 and 2.3. You know, that's light resistance for a pre-market open that was predicted not to go that far. But I was gonna say, yeah, that this is only, since it's a light resistance, is only used as a morning play. And since it's only 15 minutes in and we're already at the like volume ratio of like 1-to-1, if this does go back up, that bearish factor just became a bullish factor, and this is actually going to squeeze to like 250. And so, you know, if this did come back up, it would have almost a 50-50 chance, probably closer to like 60-40 chance that it's going to break out. Actually, I'd put it like 65-35 because of the sector. And then, you know, since we already brought up the what do you call this, the float and the market cap, with the float being under 100 million, or not the float, with the market cap being under pretty much 30 million, and the float, it's actually a little bit bigger, so like that's actually a bullish factor, or not bullish, a bearish factor right there. I still say it's about like 65% chance that it could like break out, but it'd have to do like a specific price action and scare all those people that just shorted. This is another reason why, you know, a lot of people should be hesitant to hold a low float, low price ticker with a bullish sector for a long amount of time. It's only a morning edge. And then, yeah, that's all I really want to say about that. GMPX. Now this went from like $1 to like $4.30. On this ticker, it hasn't been out for a while. It started in, wait a second. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking of IMX. But GNPX, it's something I need to keep looking at now. Pretty much, I want this to get enough. I'm expecting a gap fill from this. So what I mean is, it's supposed to look something like this. Where you at? Am I doing? Oh, I gotta take it off. Okay. Well, let me reset this. What? No, I don't want to lose everything though. Okay, let's try. I'm doing something. I just don't know what. Okay, so only can I have like the main one. Okay, that's cool. I figured that out. And it just disappeared. Okay, I'll write that down. But I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. Where'd it go? Down here. GPX. Oh. Yeah, I want something like this where we're using, what is this? 4.3 as a top, and I wanted to find some kind of support. Where you at? It says 16 million right now. Is this the right one? Yeah. I wanted to find some kind of support between like 260, 270. If it does that, then I'll be looking for there's like two variations, like either either like something like this, or something like gradually that like comes up and breaks this. Main thing is I just want to break the in between, like the close and then this pre-market high, mostly just because it closed strong and then it kept going, and this pullback, like this entire like area right here, that just seems like a thin resistance to me, and I want to break that somehow. And if it pulls back too much, then the momentum is gone, and like at that point where it's like, momentum's gone, it's like 270, 260 for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Outside of that, let's see, I spent like $26 on these shares. Let's see if I can get $1 back. Other than that, when it comes to this PTV, again, if it goes back up to the resistance area, it actually has a higher chance of like breaking out, especially since it's already above the resistance volume. What do you call it? The furthest, or like the most reward this could go would be somewhere like 150 to like 260-ish area, and for that to happen, like there had to be enough people trapped here. And so we saw how much volume came in. 10 million there, and then 7 million there. So there's like 18 million like trapped in this area. And with that 10 million, I think it was 10 or 12 million like float, we know the maximum amount of people that can be trapped. And so if this rotates like too many times, like too much volume is stuck in this below 90, 190 area, then this can get to the point where it can fall to like 160. But before that, if it finds some kind of support before like 11 o'clock, and like I'm not talking about just like it pretty much can't break the support it's already created. What is this on? 5 minutes? Yeah, that's why it seemed weird. at like 180, 179. If it goes below that, then it actually has a chance to fall down to like the 150 area. Now, if you really want to be greedy or just like, super risky, it can go more than that, but I wouldn't chance it. But that's only for the people that are up here. Anybody that tries to get in like here, that's crazy. Yeah, it was something else. Oh yeah, people were asking questions yesterday. Hey, I got that $1 back. Oh yeah. But let's see.
Executed.
Why, thank you. Outstanding plus shares. Okay. It's way too close to $3. What Master has taught us. I think I answered most of these. I thought I had like a few I didn't answer. Just went back to the nap. Didn't really want to create this choppiness. Oh, let me look at them over here. Oh, okay. Here was one of them. Did you guys have a party a while ago? No, not that one. Do you ever use Thinkorswim to go back and rewatch charts play out? So I used to do that back in like March to like June area. That's back where I was more focused on the data than the actual performance of the charts. Now my focus is a little bit shifted. Because before I was thinking more like, everything is data, everything is destined to happen. It's all planned. We're all a part of a conspiracy and stuff like that. I was only like 15-20% right. And so I don't do that now. Now I get more genuine or authentic data by being there, or at least being there on the day to look at what's important for the pattern, or for my specific edge. So no, I don't use Thinkorswim to rewatch the chart playouts. If anything, I have like a whole like archive and Dropbox filled with my own recordings. Is at some point I have to interact with the chart for me to personally learn it, and like its development. Do you think streaming is one of the reasons that you're trading so well? Wasn't so well last month? So when it comes to like streaming or taking care of kids or anything that can slightly interrupt your flow or distraction, like even rapping, at the end of the day, you chose to be distracted, and so you can't really use those distractions as a excuse, because the situation, the environment, your position, all that's something that you chose to do, and so you can frame it, or you can control it to a certain extent to where you don't allow your perspective or like relationship to that distraction to even bother you. What do they say? like make big things small and small things nothing. And so if you can change your relationship to the disturbance, it shouldn't be a problem in the first place. Like, that's how I like to see it, because in that way I stay positive and I don't, fester on the idea or like beat a dead horse. At the same time, like, if I did say that, what does that say about Steven, who's been doing it for like 8 years and he's still number one? So like, I like to think of it more as challenge accepted. But I can't normally use my hot-blooded nature in this because, other than like growing muscles, like that can help me in the, the tedious parts. But in terms of actual like reading, not so much. Like, you ever met a hot-blooded reader? You're just like, oh, I'm going to read blah, blah, blah books in a day. And then get to the end of, blah, 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 like 2-3 books. Don't remember anything. I was one of those kind of guys. Unless I really, really like the book, and see that kind of reinforces my idea of, it's all about the relationship. Main thing is like to go at your own pace. And I usually try to be extra. And so as long as I recognize it, I should be fine. If you control your size from each price range, I would say you will, as equivalent, be comfortable from anywhere from $5 to $15. Oh, I remember that. He's talking about, how do I say it? I was mentioning yesterday that like comfortable price ranges for me to trade, and how I have to consolidate a certain amount of position size at each one of those price ranges for me to comfortably keep my composure during the price fluctuations during those like price ranges. And he's pretty much saying, you could scale your position size according to that specific price range, and you can stay comfortable. You're just going to have to track that to whatever extent works for you. And I get that, because there comes to a point where stocks below like $4, $5, I'm comfortable putting anywhere from like 3,000 to 5,000 in there, because those are the kind of small accounts that you want to grow from that kind of range, because those are the ones with the most volatility, if you know how to do it right and consistently, like, consistently meaning with discipline and rituals. Between like $8 to like $10, that's where I'm comfortable doing like 6K to, I want to say 10K, but I'd get up to 10K, but I think I'll actually be closer to 8K in terms of being comfortable before I'm kind of like straining myself. Because at one point you do have to strain yourself, but I'd rather get like 5 solid wins under my belt first before I actually try to strain my position size or do something outside of my comfort zone. Because, there's no growth in the comfort zone. Outside of that, those $10, $20, $30, yeah, up to like $30. So like $10 to $30. I prefer to stay at the so with the like $10 to $13, that has a little bit more wiggle room in terms of how much money you can put in there safely without it, scaring you. But the closer you are to like the $10 range, every risk becomes like $1 or $2. Versus before with things below like $5, everything was like a risk of 20 cents to 50 cents. Then when you got to $6 to like $10, that was more of everything was dancing around closer to like 50 cents. Sometimes 40 if you want to be like really safe. But when you get to like 10 and 30%, everything's like a minimum of $1. Yeah. Now above that, that's where like, I start pulling out, the 20, I was about to say the bands, I'm about to start pulling out like minimum like 20K. But it has to be like a something that went up to 50 or went up to 100 from like $2 or something very overextended or with a high market cap, so where I feel safe enough to do that. And I'm not talking about a meme stock like, you know, GME, AMC, where, you know, no one knows where it's going to go, or like the entire market is on this ticker. And so like, you know, logic, no, physics is a joke, like that stuff. I forgot what, yeah. I already explained enough. Let's go back to what I was doing. Morning, hola, question mark. Well said. Make big things small, small things nothing. I like it. Peace out. Later, man. Yeah, there's nothing else going on right now. Let's see if we can find something on, oh, what is this? Oh, no, it's $1. Oh, I know what I could do. Oh, how do I do this? Oh man, it's not working. Oh well. I was trying to do the snap cam thing. Oh well. Oh, you can't do them both at the same time. Makes sense. Makes sense. $7. Okay. $7.75. $150. No, $160. So 80 cents above. Yeah, that's about right. 80 cents above. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, There's something else. Oh, I know that's to myself. Oh. Okay, so maybe something closer to this one then. Hmm. Whoops. Oh. I forward foe. What's up? I'm trying to work on the format for the tabs in the table. I remember there's a whole column thing here before. Right click, preference. There you go. So I'm going to take some of these out to get rid of the FOMO. I gotta remember which one is Like one's column, one's format. I know up here I could just hide that. But I kind of want to see if my order's pending. We'll take out that unrealized real quick. I can't remember if this was the all of them or if this was one. Okay, cool. It was just one. What else do I want to take out? Pretty much only want to yeah, I don't need my exposure either. Anything that'll give me FOMO. So, gain loss. No. Let's account. Shares. Yeah, I know I'd try to calculate it real quick if I had a minimum. He said my voice was lower than expected. Yeah, I was about to make some unsocially accepted jokes. What was I about to say? Like low as in like volume or like bass? Because I think I have a high voice. I miss choir. Yeah. You know, like one of the main reasons I used to go to church a lot was because of the choirs. Like I'd love going up there and sing all the not the Christmas carols, but like pretty much anything. It was a great time. I was a horrible singer, by the way. Like there's a lot of stuff I like to do just because I'm bad. But then like being bad will attract like a lot of better people, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'll be over there having fun and just be like, man, look at this special kid, and I'm like, yeah, I am special. I just flip my hair with my bald head, but flip it. No, I'll be like, okay, I'm done. I forgot what I was about to say. They realized the last price. No, I can't think of anything else that would give me FOMO. That's pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this on a sticky note, and I'm going to put the sticky note on my PC. And then so like every time I prepare, I'm going to try to take these out. Unless I can like, you know, permanently make that switch somehow. The main reason I'm trying to do this is because you know, after I almost did the not overtrade, but almost made that mistake on ENTC, I realized how much I'm fighting my impulses. Let's see if those actually went through now. Side, position, account, gain. Okay, I was like, what is side? Position, account type. Do I need account type? You know, I actually might just make this as clean as possible. That would save a lot of I don't want to say energy, but like I won't have to. Oh no, it could be like a distraction, and sometimes a well-timed distraction is good. No, I don't want to make it confusing. Yeah, let's just do it anyway. So, what don't we need? We don't need a put call. Export, day over, security type, price in, price out. That's good. Gain loss. Oh, yeah, that's a realized thing, right? Actually, no, we'd probably keep those in there for spacers. just to make sure we don't accidentally see something we're not supposed to see. Oh well. I'll just keep these for now. That's still a lot. Oh well, not important. Now the account details though. I always just go straight to the account details. So let me try to hide some of these too. Why isn't the window coming up? Account details. Oh, yeah. Oh well. Oh, questions or whatever they're saying. Low as in bass low. Choir always gives me goosebumps. Oh yeah. Like, you know, I get excited with like a bunch of people like clapping their hands and like anything like pretty much, you know, hyper social. How do you say it? I'm very not malleable. What is that word? It's something with the I. It's a pretty long word, like at least like 12 letters. It's like easily influenced. But only if I'm like in the right mood. Like, so you have to set the mood with me. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm done. Kawaii. Oh yeah, I feel the spirit a lot. Lately, I've been getting back into listening to music. Like, cause in the past, like 10 months, I deleted my entire like Spotify playlist, and I try to like restart from like, what do I actually like? What's less toxic? What's like, you know, something I actually want to bring into like my trading life and stuff like that, because I would have so much metal and so much you know, 5-finger death punch, like how do I say it? Like, I would have so many things that would keep me in a very negative mindset, and either negative or like sad. Like, and I would like those because it would make me feel, and I like to feel. But the downside to that is if you feel too much and you're in stocks, then you can't trade. You cripple yourself. And so, but once I did that, I got to a point where I became too like stuck in my head. So like now I'm finally finding that balance and building my playlist back up, because I threw away like hundreds of songs. And like I pretty much started and said my core is going to be all Disney songs. And then everything else is like instrumental. Like my old besides like the rap music for like lifting and stuff. And that's kind of new again. Everything else is kind of instrumental. Or motivating. Or trying to love yourself and stuff like that. Like Michael Jackson, what's his name? Soul, or not Soul. What is his name? I think I played it in my first stream, and then they copy striked me. Not Soul. What is his name? Nah, raps about investing in a lot of his new songs. Probably one of my favorite inspiring rappers. Oh, Nas, yeah. What do you call it? Lil Nas and, or not, what do you call it? I gotta talk to my friends from before. Cause like they would have the best taste, but all their music would just either make me angry or make me feel something I didn't want to feel at that exact moment, and I didn't have enough control to like do something about it. Now I think I'm okay. It's something I forgot. It's like He's in here somewhere. He has a bald black head. He's like from Europe. He always speaks about love. I don't know why I can't find him. Don't worry, he'll come to me when I need him the most. That's how this works, right? Okay. All right, I'm done. I legit tried. I tried. Let's figure out what I was doing. At Stockcraft, how come you have 2 times leverage? What the? Oh, that was someone else that asked me that. So with 2 times leverage, I can make money fast. I can lose money fast. Since I'm still like upper beginner level, or like lower intermediate, like somewhere in between there, mostly because like I have execution problems. Having like 2 times leverage, that's like the minimum for like my exponential growth that's supposed to be like projected once I get, you know, the discipline down. So that's mostly why I have it, to where it's a part of the strategy, like the long-term strategy. So if I narrowed down my trades down to like, 50 trades or 100 trades per year, I'd get to a point where that times 2 leverage, if I get like a above 30% win rate, I'd become like even on the year. If I get above like 40%, 50%, then I'll scale in a way that that just gives me exponential growth. Versus if I just use the cash account, everything would just be, it would look like one of these charts, like just a lot of up and down and like almost sideways action. Okay. Jimmy's texting me. Yeah, so the reason I have times 2 leverage, like, are you asking that because, yeah, can I adjust it? Yeah, you have to go to your broker. The thing is, it's different based off of where you are. If you have leverage available to you like outside of the US, people get up to like times 6 leverage. If you're in like, not penny stocks, you're in like options and stuff like that, people get like times 20, like something stupid. But when you do times 2, you only get like up to like 50% wiggle room. When you do times 3, you get like 30% wiggle room. You do times 4, you get like it pretty much just keeps going lower from that 100%. And what I'm comfortable with right now is if I take a really big position and I'm just emotionally unstable or something happens, I know I can technically hold that for like up to 50% before they close my position for me, or do a margin call, do a house call, and like stuff like that. Getting to times 3, that's one of those. I wouldn't even think about attempting that until I have a couple years under my belt, after I become like consistently profitable. Unless I'm doing like a Hail Mary, and that's more of, you got another GME, AMC, or like something with everybody in it. It's very predictable. There's, unbreakable in your standards, resistance above it, and you're willing to risk like what, 15-10%. So pretty much leverage is only good for people that are either super skilled, like experts, or the people that are using a very small amount of money and you're okay with blowing it up, because like, it's more likely that you're going to blow it up if you don't know what you're doing. And so times 2 is comfortable for me. That's where I'm at. But if you want to adjust it, you have to go to your broker. What do you call it? In well, I don't need to show that right now. But in TradeZero, I think you get up to times 4 for the American one. But don't quote me on that one. It'd be easier just to ask your broker. Like, quick call, all questions answered. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I thought it was supposed to have ×6. See, ×6, that's more for international accounts. The international accounts, those are the ones that are cheating because, they don't have the PDT. They don't have the a lot of the problems. But the thing is, those options, they all have a hidden cost. And so, whatever you do, whatever method, whatever technique, they all have a hidden cost, and you have to figure that out before you go into that thing, or you're going to get burned when that 5%, 2% chance, whatever the percent chance it happens, and so you need a counter. Other than that, guys, it's 10:30. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.